Ever thought about strapping a Volt to your wrist? Imagine a watch so tough it laughs in the face of Arctic chills and Sahara heat waves. That's Rolex for you, virtually indestructible and dripping with legacy. So if you're thinking about adding some flair to your collection or making a smart investment, keep your eye on these 5 Rolex models as we head into the new year. The investment world is buzzing right now, kind of like a stock trader running on too much coffee, and some Rolex models are becoming the hot topic. This January, Rolex prices got a 2.6% bump, with the steel and two-tone models feeling the pinch a bit more than their gold counterparts. Now, Rolex usually likes to reset prices in January, but when currencies start doing their own dance, those price tweaks can happen anytime. Genius marketing or a bit cheeky? Either way, let's see the top 5 watches you should keep track of. Number 1. Rolex GMT-Master II, Sprite. Leading the pack is the Rolex GMT-Master II Sprite, a true standout with its eye-catching green and black Cerachrome bezel. Designed specifically with the left-handed watch aficionados in mind, this model made its grand debut in 2022 and quickly shot up the popularity charts. Why the buzz? Besides its slick reversed crown that sits comfortably on the left wrist, a shout-out to our Southpaw friends, it's also a style statement that marries function with flair. Whether you choose the robust 904L steel Oyster bracelet or the more refined Jubilee, you're getting a piece that's as durable as it is dashing. But here's the kicker. Landing one of these can feel like trying to get a backstage pass at a sold-out concert. The waiting lists are legendary, and catching a glimpse of one in the wild is a rare treat. On the secondary market, they're as sought after as a vintage wine, with prices to match. Clocking in at a perfect 40mm, this model isn't just for keeping time, it's for making a statement that lasts. Before we carry on, why not join the opulent Oasis tribe? Subscribe for the freshest insights into luxury watches. Now let's jump back in. Number 2. Rolex Oyster Perpetual Reference 124300. Next up is the head-turning Rolex Oyster Perpetual Reference 124300, showing off with that gorgeous green dial. And we're not talking about just any green. This is a rich, vibrant shade that pulls you in and doesn't let go, making it a must-have for collectors and style enthusiasts alike. When you pick up this beauty, you're investing in a legacy of timeless elegance that Rolex has been perfecting for decades. The 36mm case size is a nod to the shift away from the bigger is better mentality, embracing a more subtle and sophisticated vibe. Now, this watch is a true crowd pleaser. Whether you're at a fancy gala or a chill weekend brunch, it fits in effortlessly and shines in every setting. So if you're celebrating something big, or just want to add a little extra something to your Tuesday, this Rolex has you covered, bringing a splash of style to your schedule. Number 3. Rolex Daytona Reference 116509. Let's talk about the Rolex Daytona Reference 116509, a watch that tells a story. Ever since it hit the scene in 2016, this model has been winning over collectors with its sleek 18-karat white gold case and a blue sunburst dial that's just as mesmerizing as a twilight sky. But here's the thing. It's got that special kind of understated elegance that pulls you in without screaming for attention. And now, with Rolex putting the brakes on its production, this Daytona has gone from being a must-have to a treasure hunt. It's getting rarer by the day, and with that rarity, its value is shooting up faster than you can say luxury. Named after the famous racetrack, it's a perfect mix of performance and luxury, like a finely tuned sports car on your wrist. Its price has been a bit of a roller coaster, hitting highs of $65,000 before dropping to around $45,000. But the recent buzz suggests it's on the way up again. So if you're looking for a piece that's equal parts beauty and investment potential, keep your eyes peeled. This Daytona might just be your next big score. Number 4. Rolex Daytona Reference 116500LN. Now let's move to the Rolex Daytona 116500LN, or as watch enthusiasts like to call it, the Cerachrome Daytona. This one made quite the splash when it launched at Baselworld 2016, thanks to its first ever black Cerachrome ceramic bezel on a Daytona. What started as a subtle tweak turned into a game-changing upgrade, making headlines across the watch world. The Daytona itself has a bit of an underdog story. It started out as a manual wind watch in a world quickly moving to automatic. But just like a surprise hit movie, it found its stride when Rolex gave it an automatic movement, turning it into the star of auctions and collectors' showcases. This model is the perfect example of Rolex blending innovation with tradition. It's got a 40mm stainless steel case that's as tough as they come, a crown that screws down tighter than a bank vault, and a dial designed to be legible even at racing speeds, all protected by sapphire crystal. And that ceramic bezel? It even resists scratches like a champ and holds its deep black color no matter what. Basically, it's built to last. With pre-owned prices once hitting highs of $46,000 and now hovering around $25,000, the 16500LN isn't just a watch, it's a modern piece of horological history. So if you're looking to add a little speed and style to your collection, this Daytona is a no-brainer. Number 5. Rolex Submarina reference 116610LV. Let's take a closer look at the Rolex Submarina Hulk, a watch that might have stopped production in 2020, but definitely didn't stop turning heads in the watch world. This is the Submarina with that bold green ceramic bezel and dial so striking, it might leave you a little green with envy. The Hulk nickname fits perfectly, not just because it's catchy, but because this watch makes a statement, just like its superhero namesake. What really sets the Hulk apart is its dial, which plays a little trick on the eyes. Depending on the lighting, it shifts from light to deep green, with a sunburst finish that's just plain mesmerizing. Rolex didn't skimp on the materials either. It's made from 904L steel, which is typically reserved for aerospace and high-tech industries. In other words, this watch is about looking good and a piece of engineering brilliance. And with those 18-karat gold-trimmed hour markers popping against the green backdrop, it's as stylish as it is sturdy. Let's not forget the white gold Mercedes hands, complete with a Cyclops lens that makes sure you can always see the date, unlike certain relatives at family reunions who seem to disappear when it's time to help clean up. Now, while the Hulk passed the baton to the 41mm Submarina reference 126610LV, its discontinuation only made it more desirable. Originally priced around $9,000 in 2020, the Hulk's value has nearly tripled, proving that good things come to those who wait, especially if you're on that authorized dealer waitlist. It's an investment, packed with features like a rotating bezel, sapphire crystal cover, and the reliable 3135 caliber movement. The fact that it's getting harder to find only adds to its allure, making it a fortress of value that collectors just can't get enough of. Predicting the next big hit in the watch world can feel like trying to pick the fastest checkout line at the grocery store, tricky at best. But these 5 watches track record pretty much speaks for itself. These watches aren't just investments, they're legacy pieces that might end up outshining some of the other things in your portfolio. What do you think about the lasting appeal of the Hulk? Has this deep dive into Rolex's green giant sparked your interest? If so, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed our little journey, hit that like button, subscribe to Opulent Oasis for more stories from the luxury world, and don't forget to tap the notification bell for updates. Thanks for hanging out with us, and stay tuned for our next video where we'll uncover even more hidden gems from the world of watches.